and my cruddy room. I'm so excited for this, guys. Welcome. We're playing Metal Gear. I'm going to be munching off and on, so I do apologize in advance. Oh, wow, it went right into this, like this. Oh. Yes, I am playing MGS series for... I love MGS3. We're not going to do too easy, but we're going to do it okay. To give us a little...
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout model.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Oh, that was so cool.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the Virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the Virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB-754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly...
You're gonna see
The head of a design bureau.
all my mess.
Quite a success story, so why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not
Yep.
exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the West. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. Research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handed him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then, a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space
It's
rockets?
called Metal
No.
Gear.
Missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device.
Ooh,
For
I
half a
won't
year
say
now, the
that.
Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is
Oh,
Sokolov
okay.
still in the facility?
So he's
No,
still in this
according to our
facility, but yet
intelligence, he's in Selino Yask, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
Virgin.
Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
All right. Well, it's time for Hinks Bond himself. Oh, what happened? Oh, I hit X. My bad, guys. Oh! Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. David Hayter. Oh. Anyway. David Hayter. I mean, it's David Hayter. It's David Hayter.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not...
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a
Really?
sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to test all my limits
Climb
on
a
this.
tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy, and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Why do I feel like that's like one of my coworkers? Like, okay, everything's about the same. Did they? Okay. Okay, yeah, everything's about the same. Just how I remembered. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, definitely as I remembered. Oh, well. Not. Quite as I remembered. Yeah!
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once
Oh,
its
that's great.
durability
I
reaches
remember that.
0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger-happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this, anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't
I'm
let
at the
anyone see
wait
you.
to pee.
You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and U.S. government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you.
I
This
forgot
time,
how long this intro
survival
is.
of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She?
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name.
Exactly.
Jane Doe.
Exactly.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to
No
make
one's
it back
gonna
alive.
care
My
when you're
frequency
gone.
is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor.
You mean the
Actually,
traitor?
it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the
Hello,
first place.
Snake.
She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me.
Don't worry,
Talk
it's
to me. Let me hear your voice.
Linda
It's
Hamilton.
been
Yeah.
5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
Wow, we've really been
You've
counting
lost
it.
weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I
Yep,
was on a
amen.
top-secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
There's always
You-
a lot of things I wanted
I
to do
taught
with
you
you.
everything you
But, you
needed to
know,
know about fighting
Disappear
techniques.
when you want to.
I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit.
Yes.
Politics determine who you face on the battlefield.
Who you
And
love, who
politics
you
are
care
a living
for,
thing.
all of
They
that.
change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top-secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not
Yes.
quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I
Dictate the missions.
Then who does?
For queen and country.
People's
Now
values
king and
change
country.
over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms.
I love how they
The
play
enemies we fight
subtly the
are
Bond
only
theme in
enemies
that.
in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right. But do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah. I can't think of anyone
I don't
else
care.
I'd rather have.
I don't care if she's in my ear.
Oh,
Fuck that.
And one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC. Close
Close
quarters
quarters combat, huh?
I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably
Pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the
Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need more advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
I'm
Your
already
mission is to
salty.
retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned
Okay.
factory located to the north of your current position.
Yeah, we know about that. Okay, we're going to start this mission, because we already knew...
Try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
So, let's not use this gun, unless we absolutely have to. I'm going to wait till I get to the facility.
Now.
I'm going to wait a little bit, because I don't want to start using everything right off the bat. Okay, hang on, let me... Okay, well, I know how to shoot it. Oh, that's a snake! Oh, okay. Okay. I might have to adjust some of these controls here, because I don't remember it being like this. It doesn't really give me the option, does it? Alright, well, that's kind of sad. We're just going to have to go from there. Square is to shoot. I'm going to have to, like, get myself back into this. Because I'm so used to this button, the R2, to be my trigger. Ooh, what is crawling right there? It's a bird. We're good. Oh, that's quicksand. Oh, I forgot about that. I'm not gonna make it across. I'm not gonna make it across. Oh, shit. Oh, he's turning around! Oh! Yeah, go to sleep, bitch. Because guess what? I'm stabbing your ass. Yeah! Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Ha ha ha. Oh, I got a suppressor. Sweet. Sweet. Suck it. Oh, you dirty bitch. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah. I remember quite a lot of this, so it's going to take, like I said, it's going to take me a second to get back into the motion of this, because I haven't played this in, like, years. We're already done with almost the first mission, so we're good. We can't zoom in like we used to.
I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
Which sucks, because in the original PlayStation, you could, 2 that you could zoom in and out.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. You can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
Don't worry.
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change.
Yes. We know about this, so we're going to skip across that. She's just going to tell us to, you know, maintain our stuff and be vigilant. Bug juice. I used to think bug juice was actually juice. Just saying.
Huh?
Oh, shizness. I did not know he was right there.
Who's that?
We're gonna kill his ass. Sweet. Oh yeah, we can't pick up bodies yet. Oh, looks like 2 guards right there. Okay, so we can't move while crouching either. So ooh, that's gonna be a tricky fault because I don't remember a lot of this. Oh. Okay. We're just gonna have to play this reverse spy-like. Which sucks because I remember a lot of this not being like this, so. Which, you know, I'm not complaining about. It's just very old schooly. It's like the second one and the first one.
Who was that? Who's that?
Oh, what? I totally forgot this is back here. I shot him with the dart and he's still alive.
I see him.
Yeah! Snake looking at me. Fucking dead. Gonna shoot at me, bitch. God, I'm horrible at this right now, guys. I'm sorry. We can say the Force took them, okay?
HQ?
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We've lost sight of the intruder, going into high alert.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
No, don't do that.
What's wrong?
Oh, he's gonna wake him up. Don't wake him up.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Yeah, okay, there we go. I'm getting back into this. It's just taking me some time to get back into the play of this. I'm using up all my suppressor in the process, but, you know, whatever. Titty for titty. I mean, titty for what? I'm going to hear crap about this later. I'm so horrible at this. There's one. There's like 2 guards. Yeah. Here we go. We're going to talk about 30 minutes of this. No? God, okay.
Huh? Huh? Who's that? Who's that?
Oh, come on, man.
Where's our backup?
Oh, he's gonna chase me! No, bro, is he really? Okay. Headshots. There we go. Love how those bees didn't do crap. Just saying. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I remember the headshots usually, I can't equip those guns even if I wanted to. Backpack. Yeah, I can't equip that. Like I said, it's a solo stealth mission, which is fine, but it's a little drastic for me in my taste. But, you know, if I could crouch around and shoot people, it'd be fine. I'd be absolutely the bomb at this. I suck right now, so we're good.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held.
Supposedly being held.
I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
We still don't have a chance. We still don't have a chance. We don't have a chance. Anyway, we're skipping all that. If you played this game before, you should know. He'll be asleep for a while. This guy's gonna walk up. Come on.
Huh? The enemy! He's here!
Oh, shut up. 99, bitch. Movie play. Alright. It's plans for the Death Star.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
Okay.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by
I love how they
Major
call it the
Zero,
Iron
the man who
Curtain.
got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt?
Never
That's
heard of
such a James Bond reference. Thunderball, really?
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU.
Stir, stir,
He
stir!
has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one.
Perfect.
OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power.
Oh.
The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem.
No, dude, you're gonna be alive for a good while in this game, so just shut up.
Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America is truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts?
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
This is fucking Charles. I swear this is my brother Charles.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I had to kill them. There was no other way. But no one will know we were involved.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Let's light a candle up in here. It's starting to smell like bullshit. Bullshit.
Freeze!
So this is the legendary boss.
Huh?
Huh? We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz.
Huh.
Spetsnaz.
What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
That's Major Ocelot to you. Don't you forget it.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
GRU operatives!
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
That's more revolver technique.
Filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's pretty cool. I remember quite a lot of this.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov, too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
Still pretty cool. Alright, so do I go back and get Sokolov, correct? I don't remember how this game worked, okay? It's been 100 years since I played this. No, okay. No. Oh yeah, I think he ran down here, if I'm correct. It's like one of the anime shows where you have to catch up to the guy, and then the guy's already halfway there or something, because he ran, and what I'm saying is, it's like the anime shows where he runs away, and he's like, it takes him like seconds to get there, but in the time length, it takes him like forever. Yeah, like, see?
You okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best GRU has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look.
That's what they were making you build?
Yes. The Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBMs.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain?
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. Is that thing finished?
No. This is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2?
Alright.
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Yes. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war.
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. Quickly! They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Dun 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 dun.
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Dun 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 dun.
Hornets.
Yep. Surprise, motherfucker.
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more. Welcome back, boss.
Now that all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself. It's raining blood. Is he crying?
Thunderbolt.
Kuwabara.
Neener.
Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Meh. You're not scary. Don't worry, I kill you off later.
What is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
It's like 30 years before
Think
he does
you can
that.
pull the trigger?
He's seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
And she gonna throw your ass off the cliff. Sorry, bitch. That's the end of your story. No, I'm just kidding.
The new blood has been rejected.
Are we done here?
Now, on to Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
I'm sorry, the boss is good looking and all.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
I'm sorry. I would love a whole story of Metal Gear, of her leading up to that. That would be so cool. I'd be so down with that.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah, just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move?
No.
You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
No.
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the survival viewer with the start button. If you select cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using the weapon window button. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left stick to the affected part of your body.
Oh, now
Once
it's gonna let me?
Once you've selected the affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left stick to select the medical item and then press the enter button. With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with
I love
a
how
fastener
everything is
and then
99
wrap it in
to her.
bandages. That should do it.
When there's probably like 2 or 3.
For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely. Understood?
Yeah, sure.
Stay with me. Go into the survival viewer and treat those wounds.
Yes, Mom. Whatever you say. I will do what I gotta do. Alright, let's cure this motherfucker. This one, suffering from a deep bleeding. Okay, so we're gonna do disinfectant, ointment, surgical bandage. Suffering from a deep cut, so we're gonna do disinfectant, septic, right? Oh well. We did that backwards. So, septic. What's this? Bone fracture. Yeah, we're getting all the goody stuff up in here. And suffering from a deep cut, so we're going to do disinfectant, secure kit, bandage, and splint. Right? And septic. There we go. Oh! No, wait, Chete. Oh, look, this is my favorite scene right here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to start singing this song in a minute. I know I am. This is like the highlight of my life right here. Yeah, I use bosses.
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
There we go.
Shagohod.
Metal Gear. Metal Gear. Dun 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 dun.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
I'm sorry, she's still hot to this day.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Don't worry about it. Why are we worried about it?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
No. She's my secret woman, okay? I don't condone cheating or anything like that, but, you know.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear.
It's a lipstick with a USB drive, okay? It's Mission Impossible.
A kiss of death.
You KGB.
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Shall we take her back to the base?
She does not have bunk, she has
Perhaps
spunk.
we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Would you like to save data? Yes, because we're going to start into our game. Part 2. Let's go ahead and let me go ahead and do this. Save. Alright, let's do this. It's going to lead us right into the song. Dun 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 dun. Yes! What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill, I'm searching in a mountain to you, a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. Down, 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 down. Not for honor, but for you, Snake Eater.
In my time, there'll be no one else.
Crime is the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, Snake Eater. Someday you go through the rain. Someday you'll feel all the tree proud. And someday the trial to survive. Not for honor, but for you, Snake Eater, and my time. There'll be no one else. Crime is the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, Snake Eater. Bow, 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 bow. Oh, now still in a dream, Snake Eater. Yeah, that's how we do it. Ooh. A week later. Okay, it's going to take a lot more time than that to recover.
30,000 feet. Approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
Oh, this is so cool. I'm sorry, I can't wait for the new
So how does
version
it
of
feel
that.
to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you, too?
Oh my god, I would love
Just say
this
neither one of
to
us is going to be
be
made a
a,
national
like
hero out of this.
a video.
Fox is going to die.
No. This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this
You will
one.
no longer be called
what kind
Snake.
of chance?
Don't get
Be
too
called
excited.
Solid Snake.
Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger.
Ooh, even
Yesterday,
bigger.
The White House received an unexpected call.
Unfortunate.
President Johnson? Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself.
Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin. Of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war.
I would have loved to know
Russia,
her name
you
right
know
now.
her as Voyevoda.
You mean...
Yeah, okay.
The Boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one.
Duh.
And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The Boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. Serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the Boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in a violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know
Pretty
what else
much.
to tell you.
The Army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once, and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the Boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence?
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The Boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little coaction?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the Boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
That's not, like, very,
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. You remember it?
You mean the two NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
It's like the raids of the general alarm. Hold up, before you see my ugly butt.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss?
This is where
This
Snake
mission
Eater
will be
begins!
codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it
No.
to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my code name. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my code name, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
Oh, must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
Yep.
All right.
And Zero will
Major
be
Zero
forever your
it
name.
is. We'll start over from square one.
From square zero. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance, too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How will I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area has been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, who are the Patriots? And Lali Lule Lo.
Lali Lule Lo. Gotcha.
Yep. You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission.
Lolly,
Be careful. It's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission of the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent. To the Khrushchev regime, at the very least.
Lolly, Lilo.
This is still a sneaking mission.
Stitch! There we go.
Snake,
Lilo!
if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Okay.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
Yeah, let's do this. Dun, 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 dun. Do we really need a song intro again? Okay. So what do I have? I have a pistol with no suppressor. Yeah, there we go. What is that? Pause this game. What the fuck? What is that? Is that a snake? Okay, backpack. I really don't want the pistol to be in my arms right now. So if we have to kill anybody, we gotta do it, like, standpoint. Wait, hold up. I thought this was the same spot as before, but it's not. Man, okay. I'm slightly disappointed in that, but, you know, let's move forward. Make sure there's not nothing around. That's a glitch in the game. Okay. Cutscene.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
No.
That arm still hurt?
I like girls with their hairs back.
What are you
but
doing here?
Go home. Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss!
I'm not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America. That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry. The border is 60 miles south of here. You ought to be able to run that far.
Did she say 60 or 6?
Why'd you defect?
Fuck it.
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings?
I'm sorry.
You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later, you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well. Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long.
Says the person who wore it.
If we meet again, I'll kill you. Now, go home.
This is Snake. Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by
M.
the boss.
Why'd you just
what?
call him
The
M?
drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough.
Get over
Hurry
it.
to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion.
You can know someone from
You've lost your
like
weapon,
10
right?
year,
It means
7
you've got
years,
no
and they
chance
can be
of
your
winning
enemy.
in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
Once the defector turns sides, that's it. They're your enemy. That should still be on fire. Shit.
this? HQ? HQ.
This is HQ.
Control here. We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
I don't have... Just avoid them. We don't need to deal with them right now.
Who's that?
This is not how I wanted it to turn out! Oh! Fuck! I fucked up! I don't remember how I pick him up.
HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We've lost sight of the enemy. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
Okay, that don't make any sense, but okay. walk slowly across this, because God forbid. Really? That ain't gonna do me nothing, but whatever. Alright. I think so. Yeah, it's a snake. Yeah. Alright. So while we're here, I think if I go through this right here, we'll get what we need. Like I said, I haven't played this in so long, I'm doing it based on memory. Supposed to be weapons and stuff, or ammo, or something down here. I don't remember. Okay, that seems more open than it was in the previous time I played this. There's a snake in front of us? No? Okay. Could have fooled me. We're supposed to make love to this lover here in a minute. I mean, think about making love with her. I mean, not have kids with her. I mean, wrap it before you lap it. I mean something. Okay. Ooh, there we go. AK-47! I know you're supposed to get like some kind of thing when you hit that the first time, but we're not gonna worry about it right now. That's in another gameplay. Supposed to check out in here for a sec. Look the fuck around. Action, action. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Alright, another 10-minute intro. Alright, cool. Oh, worry, we're alone.
Sorry I'm late.
Cut the engine. They'll hear us.
Are you the agent they sent?
Are you Adam? I thought you were supposed to be a man.
Adam couldn't make it.
All right, say the password. Who are the Patriots? Who are the Patriots? Answer me! Trapped.
Get down!
Fancy.
Here's your answer.
I love how his lip quivered.
The name
Boobs! 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 It's the boobulis! Oh, we're gonna fast forward. We're not gonna miss the part of the corn hub assistance. Okay.
This wasn't part of the plan. What happened to Adam?
What's your code name?
It's Snake.
Snake, huh?
It's Bond.
Well, I'm Eva.
He's Bond.
Are you here to tempt me?
What happened to Adam?
Colonel Volgan is a very suspicious man. He decided Adam wasn't the right person for this mission.
And you were.
Yes,
Why?
because I can do things he can't.
I mean, what?
I heard you used to be a code breaker for the NSA.
I was. 4 years ago, I defected to the Soviet Union with Adam.
Mauser military. The broom handle.
It packs quite a punch. Nice to have when you're on a bike.
You just want to
Held
see
it
the goods
sideways
laughing.
And use the muzzle to create a
No,
horizontal
no, I want to see more than that.
Bet you've never seen that technique in the West.
It's imitation, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Chinese Type 17.
I mean, I would love to see her,
Around
you know,
here. Even that's hard to
show
come
her
by.
a little bit of a defection, but, you know.
Don't worry, though. The one I've got for you is American-made.
Ooh, what you got for me? Like you? Oh, it's a gun.
45, huh? Incredible.
Do you like it?
The feeding ramp is polished to a mirror.
If
sheen.
a woman gave me a
Nicely
Walther
reinforced,
PPK
and the interlock with the
with
frame
a
is tightened
silencer,
for added precision. The sight system
all
is original,
matte
too.
black.
The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long type trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of
right.
the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized.
I'm sorry, I'd be going around going pew 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 with
I
everything
grabbed
without the
it from
bullets
the
in
Western
it.
Munitions armory. It probably used to belong to one of your officers, and there are more where that came from.
What you got for me?
You had this with you, didn't you? Better take this too.
What's that?
A disguise to make you look like a scientist.
A disguise.
Oh, so we're pulling a hitman out of this.
You're
All
here to
right,
rescue
cool.
Sokolov, right?
Sokolov's still safe then.
Yes. He's being forced to continue his work on the Shagohod.
Where?
At the lab. They've got a whole army of scientists there developing new weapons. Security is tight, but if you disguise yourself as a scientist, you might be able to sneak in.
Can we get Sokolov out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
Tell me how to get to the lab.
The safest way in is from the rear.
Which rear? The rear that I'm looking at?
First,
I
you'll
mean,
need to head north through the jungle. You'll come
There
to
we
a
go.
heliport used for shipping materials. Pass the heliport and continue north, and there will be a large crevice. Descend into that area, and you'll reach a cave. Move through the
I
cave,
love the
and
one
you'll arrive at a
specific gun that
mangrove
has the
swamp.
extended mag.
After the swamp, there'll be a warehouse.
Boobs,
Make your way through
boobs,
the warehouse, and you'll
boobs,
come out just
boobs,
south of the lab.
boobs.
Got it.
And just what are you doing there?
In close range combat, a knife can sometimes be more useful than a gun. By doing this, I'll be able to hold a knife at the same time and still keep the gun steady. That way, I can instantly switch between a gun battle and a knife fight.
Why would we get into that when I can just shoot him in the head and be done with it?
Right. Let's get going.
Wait a minute.
What now?
You must be tired. Why don't you take a little rest?
I'll be fine.
I don't trust you. Technically, I do, but...
You'll never make it in your condition. It's a jungle out there. There's still an hour before dawn.
Boobs.
It's dangerous to be out in the jungle at night without a guide.
What about you?
I have to get back. I can't be gone for too long. They'll start to suspect something.
What, boobs?
Don't worry. I'll keep you updated over the radio.
That's it?
My orders are to provide you with information. Nothing more.
Uh-huh.
I'm drinking
You
too.
look disappointed. All right, then. I'll
Boobs.
do something special for you.
Oh, man.
I'll stand watch until dawn. Now be a good boy and lie down.
Okay, Mom. God, I can't look at your boobs now since I called you Mom.
I don't know you well enough to trust you.
Exactly, I don't trust you.
How well do you have to know me to trust me?
Boobs.
I don't know
I mean,
anybody.
truths. I mean, fuck.
I'm the real Solid Snake.
Gonna get that?
How did you hear that? Okay. You're not a stalker. Just saying, okay?
She's right, Snake. You should get some sleep. Although in your condition, you really
Para,
won't be back in the ICU.
Whose side are you
Whenever
on?
you save the game and quit, you'll go to sleep. Sleeping allows you to gain back stamina naturally.
I'm sorry.
Some sleep. So do yourself a favor and take a nap. Doctor's orders, okay?
What do you mean it's doctor's orders? Okay, look. We'll save it here, but... I still don't trust her. Even though there's titties involved. Oh, what is this? What was she planning on here? What's she doing? Traitor. 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 All women are traitors. Oh! Oh! Wake up, Snake! Oh! Oh!
What's the matter?
We're surrounded. I see 4 of them.
I see 2 of them. I mean 4 of them. I mean...
We've got company. It's the Ocelot unit. Let's get out of here. Hurry. Don't forget your gear. Here, give me a hand. We can use this to get to the basement. Damn it, Ocelot. I'll get past them on my bike. I'll call you later.
Okay, I'll keep them busy. Huh?
Oh.
Don't go dying on me now.
Get her drunk, blah 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 in the chat.
I mean, I don't mind getting her a little bit, you know, a little peck on the cheek, but, I mean... The last time we fell in love, you know. Yeah, let's go Zap. Alright, cool. Time to pull a Garrett Bear and get out of here. Ooh, they're spicy.
I see him!
One guy down. We'll just, you know, we'll just stun them. It's okay. We'll stun them. You know, the stunning 250. You know. The stunning 250. Hold on. Once we go to the next facility, we'll call it a game, and then we'll feature it the next time around.
Take this!
He's playing too much. You know what? Nah, because he's playing too much. Yeah, bitch.
Ow!
That's 1, 2, 3. That's possibly 4. Right there. But I ain't gonna come out just yet. Oops.
Move!
Oh shit. I'm so used to GTA.
I see him!
No one here after all.
There's nobody here. I see him!
Oh, you wanna play, motherfucker? Oh, you wanna die. Okay. Hope you don't like your fucking nuts.
I see you!
Okay, I need help because I don't know exactly. I'm not saying it's gross, but that's kind of gross. I can't remember. Okay, we're not gonna worry about that right now. I'm trying to figure out how to, okay, I know how to auto-aim. Where? There we go. It didn't let me do that earlier. Like, I don't understand why it didn't let me do that earlier, but I'm not salty about it, but I finally, they could do it 2 times to, in the old games, you could do it 2 times. Okay. It just took me a minute because I didn't know what button to press. Solid Snake should be helping me, but, you know, he's not here right now. Yeah, right.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Titties?
That's it. That's the stance. I don't think so.
I got muted or something.
A female spy?
Titties?
This bitch is wearing perfume.
Titties.
Stay where you are.
Titties.
I've had enough of your judo.
It's
I
titties.
see you've got yourself a single-action army.
That's right. There'll be no accidents this time.
You call that an accident?
It
It wouldn't have happened if you hadn't been showing off.
What did you say?
It's a nice
That's
gun,
happens when you have
I'll give you
kids.
that. But the engraving gives you no tactical advantage whatsoever.
That's what you get for showing off.
Unless you were planning to auction it off as a collector's item. And you're forgetting one more very basic thing. You don't have what it takes to kill me.
We'll see.
Auto aim works when you aim.
Six shots.
By the way, I'm in the party with Road waiting on you, LOL.
Alright, I'm fixing to jump on here in a minute.
have to
I'm
get
just
a feel
fixing to
for
finish
how many
this
you have left.
long introduction. He's got a tire mark on his
This
face.
is a high-class weapon. It's not meant for shooting people.
Damn! This isn't over yet.
Don't.
Why?
He's still young.
You'll regret
I mean, it
that.
would saved us a lot of plot holes and plot stuff.
Damn it! I've got to get back before he does.
I'm sure she'll be just fine. He's running. You're on a motorcycle. All I'm saying, you'll be there before he would, and you're going to be there before me, so you'll be fine. Alright, we're going to get to the lab facility, or close to it. I'm good now. I know square is going to be my button. Let's see where we're at after this. And then maybe we'll finish. We'll pause here for next time. And we'll live stream something else. Oh,
We're
yeah.
good ways from it.
We're good. Yeah, you're right. We're a good ways from it. So we're gonna pause here. We're gonna come back and we're gonna finish this next week because this is the holidays when I'm recording this. We will come back to this, and until then, yeah, so we'll try again and finish the next chapter of Metal Gear Solid 1 Snake Eater, because we're going to go in order. Okay? Okay. While we're here, and we're waiting, we'll go in the group chat, and we'll talk to these two idiots. Okay. It doesn't click. It doesn't do the mousy thing. But anyway. Alright guys, what's up? What are we playing? Yes. Where are the
They're in
thermal
that-
goggles?
Alright, you know where you left that? And where she went in?
Talking about back at the facility?
Yeah, you have to turn back around and go back into that facility. Into the room y'all were, where you fell asleep at.
The wishful
There's
sick
a locker
dungeon.
there. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we can't window climb yet.
There's a locker in there. Yeah, and you're gonna need that bug juice usually for the first, second.
I just fired my gun. Mine detector. Alright, cool. I forgot all about that.
Oh yeah, it's right there too. I forgot about that.
Thermal goggles. I'm glad you reminded me of that, because I haven't played this game since, like, 10 years ago. So, really, like, behind in time.
Yeah, cause if you don't get that when you get to that point in the, cause if you didn't get that by the time you get to the, point where there's booby traps, boobies, you're going to, need those goggles.
That's okay. For a long while, I've been looking at titties, so we should be fine. Alright, there we go. Now that we paused... Wait. Oh, I missed. There we go.
And just remember when you come back that you're at the swamp and you're gonna have a lot of crocodiles to watch out for.
Yeah. I've realized that when I started, remember playing this game. Alright, so what are we playing? So that my viewers can know that we can switch over. Are we playing some Dead by Daylight? Are we playing some GTA?
Rose on GTA, so we can play some drunk GTA.
Alright.